Hi, I'm Deb Vernon, a psychologist, and I've been helping people for over 25 years get more out of conversation. Let's talk today about how technology has changed how we relate to each other. We often find ourselves saying less in person and using digital media more. Many people feel panicked and disconnected if they do not have their phones on continually. Sherry Turkle, author of Reclaiming Conversation, is a sociologist and a psychologist and has spent the last 30 years researching people's relationship with technology and how it has changed us. When we are so connected to our devices and our screens that we become disconnected from each other, we risk our empathy and the capacity to be truly touched by each other's lives. We do have remarkable resilience to recover this empathy, though. For example, when children put away their devices for 5 days while at summer camp, they begin to recover their empathy for each other. The children said that their relationships at camp were more meaningful and enjoyable than their friendships at school. You see, at camp, they talked to each other about what was on their minds, whereas at school, they talked to each other about what was on their phones. The camp counselors offered the children something that was close to exotic. It was their undivided attention. And the campers who returned each year shared that it is very difficult to continue being their camp selves at home because friends and family are preoccupied with technology and it is incredibly difficult not to go along. The most important conversations that you will have are with yourself, allowing yourself the solitude and time to be alone with your thoughts and make room for innovation. We need time to create, space to wander and imagine. Then we can take these thoughts and share them with others. We have to slow down in order to ask simple questions. Getting an immediate answer all the time does not mean that we have asked the best question. We end up scaling down our questions, which makes approaching complex situations much more difficult. So, give yourself permission to create a quiet time in your life, perhaps in your car without radio, or time to walk without your phone, time to simply be. It is not wasted time, it is valuable time to reflect on what is truly important to you, to tell yourself the truth. If you are given an email request, allow yourself time to respond and to think about it. This shows that you are giving the email value of your time and consideration. Fast responses are simply that, fast, not necessarily wise. For most of us, reconnecting with conversation will happen when we carve out special time to be device-free in our everyday lives. We can do this by coming together with our friends, our family, and talking about having meal times without media. More time away from our devices, we will develop a better sense of what we need in solitude and when our loved ones and coworkers need undivided attention. We do not seek simple solutions, but a network of beginnings. Remember the power of your phone. It is not an accessory. It is a psychologically powerful device that changes not just what you do, but has the potency to change who you are. The mere presence of a phone changes the tone and quality of a conversation. People try to keep their conversations light and less substantive when a phone is present. We know that the sight of a phone means that the other person's attention is divided, and rich conversations have difficulty competing with even a silent phone. Creating conversation in the age of social media requires consideration and time to think, and time to have an open dialogue with each other. Unitasking, not multitasking, is vital to creativity and productivity. And dialogue is a uniquely human way of unitasking. If you would like to talk about how you can create more meaningful conversation, I would welcome this discussion with you. Go to www.talktodeb.ca.